When have you experienced that in your life? That there is oneness, but not sameness. I experienced that in my life in so many ways. I experienced that in my life when I think about just being a woman in the world, right? There is a connection, an inseparable connection in the experience that I have with other people who identify themselves as women. And some of that is a reflection of societal norms or expectations. Some of it is genetic. Some of it is in the DNA. But there is a commonality that exists because of how I identify myself. There are common experiences that I share with other people who identify as women. But there's oneness, not sameness. Because women who are raising or have raised children have a different experience than I have had because I've never raised a child. I've never birthed a child. I've never raised a child. Women who live in different countries have a different experience because their local cultural norms are also at play. They may speak a different language than I speak. They may eat foods that I don't eat or even know about. Oneness in the identity of being a woman, but not sameness. I bet you can think of dozens of ways that plays out in your life. Some of you know that I am a roller skater, and the same thing applies. Roller skaters all over the world have a oneness. There's a commonality. We love rolling. We love feeling the air move around us. We love seeing and experiencing what our bodies can do and how you learned. Like there's a common story about when did you learn to skate backwards and how many times did you fall and can you turn this way and can you turn that way. And we have common stories and experiences and common lessons that we've learned along the way, but that oneness that is a representation of the essence of a thing or an activity called roller skating is the essence. But the differentiation of the experience reminds us that there is not sameness. There's oneness, not sameness. So if you're watching us online, if you are participating in this celebration of oneness, not sameness through technology, I encourage you, put in the chat, where do you know oneness is not sameness? And what parts of your life, what identity group are you in that, oh yeah, there's oneness, but there's not sameness? Even maybe as simple as in your own biological family. There's oneness. You're connected by a physical or genetic DNA. But if your family is anything like mine, I have two sisters. I live in Texas. One lives in Philadelphia. One lives in Los Angeles. And we are very physically distant from one another in where we live. And our personalities, our professions, our family scenarios are just as different as Philadelphia is to Texas and as Texas is to California. And we're not distant in terms of, we're close, we communicate, we're friends and sisters. But there is no one who knows us who would say there is sameness. There's oneness, but not sameness.